Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to DBFT. My name is Like, and we are now holding the NFC Championship in the palm of our hands. We have won the NFC East. Crazy long season, bro. Everything just towards the end played out in our favor. It was looking like we didn't have a chance with Philadelphia only losing. They're 10-1. From the moment that they were 10-1, they just started losing, and we lucked out, bro. Or they lucked out. Well, however you want to say it, but it was a long shot for us to win this. You know what I mean? We needed a lot of help, and we got it. You know what I'm saying? We got it, and not only that, but we did our part. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your team do good going into the playoffs when they're gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your team doing good, and today, 38-10, we are now 12-5. The Commanders finished the season 4-13, and they're obviously in some kind of rebuilding mode. They do have a lot of salary cap. They will have 10 top 100 picks, I believe was the number. 6 top 100 picks in the draft or something like that. So they're gonna have a lot to play with this offseason. You know what I mean? But they can get started on that early, cause we ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually gonna be facing the Packers in Cowboys Stadium, in AT&T Stadium, in Jerry's World, bro. Can't say enough. We have a 16 in a row game win streak at home, bro. I can't say enough how big that is for us to go in to the playoffs with home field advantage. And we want, man, and if we would have beat the 49ers during the season, bruh, because they lost the last game, we have a tied record. They went 12-5 as well, but they had the head-to-head tiebreaker, so they still got the first seed. They clinched it already. You know what I'm saying? Because we had lost against them. Even if we won and they lost, which they did, and we did, they they're gonna get the number one seed regardless. So that's why they clinched it like that. But if we would have beat them during the season, we would have been home field advantage throughout the playoffs, bro. That's the type of things we got to do to become a Super Bowl champion, bro. But we weren't consistent. Um, no team in the NFC really can say they were consistent. I mean, the most consistent maybe was the Lions. And, you know, everybody is faulty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their faults. There's no perfect team. At the beginning, it looked like the Eagles were world beaters. Not even at the beginning, even the towards the second quarter of the season, but you know, towards the end of the season is when they just dwindled off. Injuries and whatnot. It does look like we might not have Stephon Gilmore, bro. It looks like we might not have him for the first, at least the first playoff game. I believe they said it was a dislocated shoulder. Now, if it's dislocated, it ain't broken. It's dislocated, it popped out, but it will take time to heal. That's gonna take a little time to heal. You know what I'm saying? So we might not have him for the first playoff game, which we just next man up, bro. Next man up. You saw they picked on Deron Bland today. You saw he got another pick. 9. His ninth pick of the season. That's the leads the NFL. The next closest was 7 picks by a player from the Ravens, I believe. But what a game, what a season, bro. We are the NFC East champions, and we're going to repeat next year. We are. For the first time in I don't know how many years, 15 years or whatever it's been, the NFC East title will repeat in Dallas next year. It will. We are too talented to. We would have been too talented to not win the NFC East, but we did. So we are too talented to not win it again next year. We are gonna have our key players come back. Hopefully we could look to keep. I don't know what Brandon Cooks' contract is. Hopefully we can try to bring Gilligan back, so Gilmore, so that we can pair him up with Diggs finally. But Bland paired up with Diggs is still gonna be a monster, bro. Still gonna be a monster. It's still gonna be something to watch, bro. Still gonna be records left and right. I can't wait till Diggs gets back. I sure hope he can get back for the playoffs, bro. If the 49ers lose, think about this. If they get knocked out in the first round, maybe even the second round, we will have home field, a home road. You know what I mean? A home road to the Super Bowl. If the Niners lose, we will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. We need them to get knocked out before we face them. But that's going to be troublesome, bro. If we do, we are going to be heated. We are going to be extra motivated, on edge. You saw what they did to us. You saw what Kittle had under his shirt, under his jersey. He had a shirt that said F the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't going to fly, bro. It ain't going to fly. I hope they have the right, proper motivation if we do get to face the 49ers again, going into their field again. I hope we have the proper motivation. Because if I was the coach, there's no doubt that I would put that on the big screen. I would print a picture of Kittle with that shirt and put it posters all over the locker room. Everywhere, all over the buses, all over the planes, the jets that they fly in, whatever the hell. And I would have it all over everywhere, bro, to motivate my team. I would make everyone on my squad, if I was a coach, I would make everyone on the Cowboys put it as their home screen background wallpaper on their phones. That's how I would motivate my team, bro. You know what I'm saying? That should be the focus. Motivation. Because we have the talent. There's no question about that. We just need the wake up. You know what I mean? Wake up. Be motivated. Sometimes we come out flat, like when we went to the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we came out flat. We cannot do that. And to keep us from doing that, we got to keep ourselves awake. We got to motivate. It ain't enough to have a rah-rah speech right before the game. We have to, throughout the week, remind 42 to, what was that score? 42 to 10. Embarrassing. We got to remind the squad all week leading into. But right now, we are going to face the Packers in our home field, bro. What a blessing to have our home field in the playoffs, bro. Outside of facing the 49ers, we will have a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's big, bro. Hopefully we end up in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. But first things first, we are going to need to face the Packers, bro. The Packers. The Packers beat the Bears in the last game of in their last game of the season. They went 9-8 throughout the season. My neighbors always make noise when I'm doing this. They're quiet the whole. Uh, they beat the Bears 17-9 in Lambeau Field. Jordan Love went 27 of 32. I mean, Dak had himself a good game too, but I mean, Jordan Love 27 of 32, 316 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm reviewing that game first because it's like, you know, that's what awaits us. You know what I mean? We already know. So, this game today didn't quite matter as much. The win mattered, but you know, the game was over, and I expected this. Matter of fact, I forgot to mention last week I predicted the score on this game. I said 31-10. Go watch the video. Go watch the ending of the last video that I posted. It said 31-10 this week. I said it towards the end of the video. I predicted this score. But it was 38-10. I was out by 7 points. Okay. But this is what I expected. Okay? This is what I expected. Yeah, I did see a chance where we could just mess up this game and just turn over the ball and just play crazy and just lose. Yeah, that's always the case with any game. It's a game of inches. You know what I mean? At the very beginning, matter of fact, when they blocked Aubrey's kick, I was like, oh man, here we go. And not the Dak, here we go. Not here we go. Not that. Here we go. That's what, you know what I'm saying? And, thankfully we were able to rebound. But that was very, very, a tipping point in the game. Thankfully, like I said, we came back and whatnot. But, nonetheless, I expected that win. The point is that I will explain the Packers right now, and then we'll talk about, today's game in the back today, okay? Usually I bring up the next opponent at the end, but right now I'm going to talk about it at the beginning. Just because we know we in the playoffs, today we clinched, and feels great. Feels great. But the Packers, back to the Packers. We are going to face them in our stadium. Love today went 23 of 32 for 316 yards. 2 touchdowns. Okay. Aaron Jones went 22 carries, 111 yards, 5.0 a carry. That's big. We need to stop that. We're going to look to stop that. Reed. They have a bunch of no names, to be honest. They have a bunch of no names. They're a real rebuilding squad, man. They're a rebuilding squad. If we lose against the Packers, make no mistake about it, that's one of the biggest upsets in playoff. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are too talented to lose to this Packers team. We should win this game decisively. I see another scenario where it could be. I mean, I'm pretty sure Love will put on a fight. I see it being somewhere like, we're averaging 40 points at home this season. You know what I'm saying? I see it being somewhere around 35 us, 17 Packers. You know what I'm saying? 35-17. That's what I see this next game being against the Packers. But, a bunch of no-names, bro. Reed, number 11. I don't even know who that is. He had 4 catches for 112 yards, 28 yards a catch. Melton, number 80. I even wrote down their numbers because I don't even know who these people are, bro. 5 catches, 62 yards, 12.4 a catch. You had Wicks, number 13. Still don't know who he is. 6 catches for 61 yards, 10.2 a catch, and 2 touchdowns for him. Know what I'm saying? They had 5 sacks this game. 432 total yards did the Packers have this game. And Love for the season had 32 touchdowns, bro. That's what Dak had going into this game when he was leading the NFL. They would have, if Dak wouldn't have thrown a touchdown today, Love and Dak would have been tied for the most touchdowns in the NFL. You know, that's crazy. Love is doing so much with hardly anything. And we know he has number 9, right? I know number 9, Watson. I know him. We know him, I guess. Very speedy, tall receiver. He's about 6'4", and he ran like a 4.4, 40, somewhere around there. That's a guy we need to worry about. He was out this game, I believe, but I think he's gonna return for the next game. I'm not sure, but they do have some weapons, even though we don't know their names like that. Unless you play maybe fantasy or something, you know those names. I don't. Not this season, at least. I have been fantasy football champion 2 years in a row. Matter of fact, at one point, but yeah. I don't know those names. That's all I'm saying. And it's no one that scares me at all. Not even Watson. Even though he is going to be a sort of a problem. We do have Aaron Jones. If they can control the clock against us, keep our offense off the field, keep our defense on, that'll be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But we've been doing better against the run now that we're self-aware. You know what I'm saying? We're self-aware that we're not good at stopping the run. Today we got to it right away. We put Micah back there at linebacker. You know what I'm saying? And he got some TFLs behind the line. I have a lot to say. I have not stopped talking for 1 second, right? Like, a whole lot is going on in my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, Jordan Love had more touchdown passes than Favre and Rodgers each in their first season, bro. I believe, excuse me, I believe that's in their first season as a starter, like he is this season. So, man, Jordan Love is doing a little something over there with a whole lot of nothing, bro. And that's dangerous. But they were 9-8. That is who that team is. We're facing a 9-8 team. They're not a super dangerous. They shouldn't beat us. They shouldn't beat us. There's no other way to say it, bro. They shouldn't beat us. A couple other games, of course, by now, maybe by the time you're watching this, the Eagles lost. They're now 11-6. You know what I'm saying? They're 11-6 for the season. They get I believe, the 5th seed. They beat the Giants. The Giants beat them 27-10 at New York. The Niners lost 12. They're 12-5 for the season. They lost by 1 point to the Rams, who are 10-7. And yeah, that's that on that, bro. Like, we just need to play our game, our home game. You know what I'm saying? Defend our home turf. The star. We need to defend that. And I don't see a scenario where we lose against the Packers, bro. I just don't. We just have to completely mess this game up. Ourselves, we have to shoot ourselves in the foot in order to lose this next game. Okay? So, hopefully we can prevent ourselves from shooting ourselves in the foot. So, yeah. Going into this game, like, comment, subscribe, by the way. If you have with me, like, comment, subscribe. You know what it is, bro. I can't believe I mentioned it this deep into the video, but I actually passed 1K views for my channel, bro. I passed it. That's a goal. I want to still pass 20 subscribers. I have not gotten there yet, unfortunately. So like, comment, subscribe. It helps, guys. If you are watching this, just subscribe. Just be nice. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. It helps a lot. Ring the notification bell so you can know when I post. It's exactly when I post. You know what I'm saying? Because I post a couple hours after every game, but that way you can know exactly when my video goes up, so you can be ready to watch it. You know what I mean? But yeah, click that. And that helps a lot. Like I said. So I wrote down a couple of nice little, facts here. So 9th straight game with a TD for Lamb. That is the most since AJ Green in 2012 is when he had that streak. So CeeDee Lamb. No Cowboy has led the NFL in receptions. Oh, yeah. No Cowboy has led the NFL in receptions since. I didn't write it down after all. I wrote down something else. Since was it Drew Pearson? No. Never mind. That was ever. I believe that was ever. No Cowboy has ever led the NFL in receptions until now that CeeDee Lamb did it. Yeah. And another thing that I called, bro, that CeeDee Lamb needed to be the leader in receptions. And I said, and that was like back in like week 3. That was back in like week 3, bro. I said this at the beginning of the season, man. That's why I'm saying I know what I'm talking about my team, bro. So in order to be our max, selves, I said that we needed to have CeeDee Lamb just lead the league in receptions. Like I said, I compared it. I said like Cooper Kupp did a couple years ago, like Michael Thomas did for the Saints a couple years ago. I said that in that video back in like week 2, week 3. Go back and check. Like I said that. So I also said that, what was the other one? Well, I said that we would have the top defense in the league in points allowed. And I said that you can probably pair that with the most turnovers in the league, the most forced turnovers in the league. And I believe we led in those two categories. If not, we're top 3 in points allowed. I'm pretty sure. But those are predictions that I made earlier in the season, man. And they came to fruition. And I was not expecting Diggs to go down. All right. So if Diggs would have stayed in, you could bet your bottom dollar, okay, that we would have had the number one defense in points allowed. Matter of fact, I want to check that. I don't usually do this, but why not? I don't like to keep, y'all waiting. You know what I mean? But points allowed. But this is not per game. We finished 5th. Points allowed. Points allowed a game. What the? Has it backwards? I believe it looks like we were top 5 in points allowed. Points allowed a game. Yeah, top 5. So, I had a couple predictions, man. I had a couple predictions come true. You know what I'm saying? I said, I said we needed to have CeeDee Lamb be the top, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I meant. We needed to do it, bro. I wanted it to happen. You know what I'm saying? We are 27-2, or now 28-2 when leading at half. Best in NFL since I believe it was since 2021. I didn't write that down though. So we're now 28-2 since 2021 when leading at half. That's the best in the NFL. All right. Only Cowboy QB to lead league in TDs was Roger Staubach back in 1973. This year, it's Dak Prescott in 2023. So, how many years is that? 50? Oof. Whew. So, we got a little something in Dak, you know what I'm saying? Before this season, he hadn't really found himself as a passer, as a consistent passer. A lot of things had transpired in his life. I'm not going to blame him, you know what I'm saying? He did go through things, man. You know what I'm saying? We know what he went through. As a true Cowboys fan, we know what he went through. It's hard to overcome that stuff, man. So, but it looks like everything is coming full circle for Dak. He's finally found himself as a passer, and I completely respect him, bro. He's been through a lot. He's overcome all that, and he's just a great example not to give up on what you believe in, man. And then sometimes that's yourself. Don't ever give up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's a message right there. So, Dak Prescott, you know what I'm saying? He's our QB, our QB1, and we're damn proud right now. He had 36 touchdowns and I believe 10 interceptions, or 9 or 10. I don't know what that number is exactly, but he said earlier in the season that he was not going to have 10 this season. I hope he kept his word. I believe he had 9. So it should be 36 touchdowns and 9 interceptions for his season. That sounds like another Cowboys quarterback that came prior to him. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, let's get on with the key plays for the game. Just to break it down, just for fun. You know what I'm saying? We're excited about the win either way. The key plays in this case don't really matter because we won. You know what I'm saying? We clinched. You know what I'm saying? But let's get on with the key plays. I will then go to the game stats and then the game balls. Okay? So stay tuned for that. All right? This one ain't going to be that long, honestly. It ain't going to be that long. I always say that, but it ain't going to be that long. So here we go with 13 minutes in the game. 13 minutes in the first quarter. Gilly drops the INT on 3rd and 1, bro. That's a losing play. I wrote it down. It's a losing play. Gilly drops an INT on 3rd and 1, man. That thing was right in his hands. Man, that's when we gave up points. If he intercepts that ball, they might end up the game with 0 points. Because if you remember, no, never mind. No, that wasn't the one. Never mind. But we could have ended it right there. We could have ended it right there. That drive, I mean, not the game. Honestly, obviously, it's in the first quarter. We could have ended their drive right there, killed it, and gotten the ball back. But no, Gilly drops the INT, and guess what? The Redskins pick up a 4th and 1 on a easy conversion. It wasn't any. The guy was wide open on the receiver. I don't understand how he gets that wide open in a 4th and 1, bro. It's a 4th and 1. You got to press. You got to give them respect because they got speed, but you got to press, bro. It's 4th and 1, bro. With 12 minutes in the game, 12 minutes left in the first, Redskins pick up the 4th and 1. Now, 10 minutes in the first, big 4th and 1 stop by Clark and company. Clutch. That sets the tone. The reason why I wrote down clutch, bro, yeah, it's not late in the game, but that's clutch in momentum wise. You know what I'm saying? That's clutch because You stop them at the very beginning of the game, 4th and 1. You're extra ramped up, bro. Right then, I knew we came to play. Right then, I knew that if we didn't mess up on offense, we had it in the bag. Right then, in the first quarter, bro. I already knew, bro. Just because a 4th and 1 fail, an offensive 4th and 1 fail at the beginning of the game is very hard to overcome, bro. It's momentum, bro. That's why I don't like going for it on 4th down early in the game. I don't like doing that. And we did it earlier in the game, too. We did it, too. And I didn't understand why we went for it on 4th down. That was completely dumb. We should have kicked the field goal. And then we ended up getting the field goal blocked. So if we would have just kicked it in the first place, I don't think that happens that way. So yeah, Clark, he did amazing on that play. He got out. He beat the tackle, which is the lead block. That's supposed to pick him up, and he eluded that block somehow, and he wiggled. He read the play early, so he got out before the tackle. So very good read by Damone Clark, on that play. And then I wrote down Damone Clark and company. You know what I'm saying? Because after Damone Clark got in his way, some other people came and tackled him. So clutch, bro. Big clutch stop by Clark. Very, very good awareness. If Clark doesn't get there, that's a first down. Easy. And we don't stop him. You know what I'm saying? So that's a winning play right there on our 30-yard line. On our 30-yard line, yeah. So they could have kicked the field goal. I said take the points. I wrote down take the points. Even though the Commanders, I wrote down take the points. You know what I'm saying? I wrote down take the points. You got to take the points, bro. But, they don't. I mean, that favors us. So go ahead. Go for it. When it's the other team, go for it. Yeah, go for it. We're going to stop you. And we're going to get all the momentum. That's cool. But I don't like for my team to do that. I don't like for my team to go for it on offense early in the game. Never like that. There's certain very little situations. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. 6 minutes in the first quarter. I read the play before it happened. The rollout touchdown to Tolbert. I read that play. I saw Tolbert come in motion, stop at the at the line of scrimmage, and then he, I just knew what was coming. As soon as he did that. I don't think Lamb was in the game at that point. And it was like a disguise, Lamb's not in the game. Oh, like they're not gonna throw it, they're gonna run it. So they fell for the play action. And we got a pretty easy touchdown. I mean, it was, a great throw by Dak, a great awareness by Tolbert to locate that football. You know what I'm saying? So great all-around play, bro. That's the type of plays that we need to have. It was a one-on-one. And if you put that ball in a good spot in a one-on-one, the chances of it getting picked is very, very slim. The chances of that corner or safety or whatever's on you trying to tip the ball away is very slim. To get it, tip the ball away to get it intercepted or something is very slim. So you got to create that at the goal line. That's what makes you a better red zone team to get touchdowns. A better touchdown red zone team. You know what I'm saying? You could kick field goals all day in the red zone, but you got to get them touchdowns. And this is the way you create those situations. You got to create one-on-ones at the goal line that your team has high favor to win. You know what I mean? Your team is higher favored to win that matchup. You know what I'm saying? And, Tolbert is like, 6'4". He got hops, he could go up and get the ball. And that's exactly what he did. So that's the type of plays we need to do going into the playoffs. Don't overthink, bro. Don't overthink in the red zone. Don't overthink. Just run simple plays, bro. Like the simple plays sometimes just get it done way easier instead of overthinking yourself. You know what I'm saying? With all these like concepts and whatnot. Just simple. Roll out. Play action rollout. Play action rollout. That's all there was. And good awareness by Dak, getting rid of the ball before he got, sacked by the guy that was coming just wide open to sack him. You know what I'm saying? Nobody blocked him. Uh, he came unblocked, but you know, that's the type of simple draw up plays that we need in the red zone. That's all we need. We don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, all right. When you're facing, a good red zone team, whatnot. All right, draw up a little something, but don't overdo it, bro. Just calm down. Just easy. Take it easy. You remember that red zone play where we're like at the 10-yard line, and we ran some kind of Cooks faked like he was going this way, then he went that way, and he was wide open. Just plays like that, bro. Just don't overthink it, bro. Just do it cool. You know what I'm saying? Just oosa. Don't overthink it, bro. Don't overthink it. That's a very nice play. That play is underrated. It's underrated. Just simple play, bro. But it, it worked. And so we're up 7-0 with 6 minutes in the first quarter. Great throw. Lewis rips the ball and recovers it. Winning play with 6 minutes again. So it was like their first, play on the next possession. For the Commanders, Lewis literally ripped the ball, bro. I'm ready to say, Lewis might be. I mean, he's a perfect physical nickel corner. He's like 5'10", 5'9". What is he, bro? Like he's small, but he's the perfect nickel corner that you want to have. He's physical, not a big guy, bro. He's like 190, 195, 5'10", 195. You know what I'm saying? By NFL standards, that's a little bigger than me, but by NFL standards, I'm 5'11", by the way. I'm 5'11". So I'm a little taller than Jordan Lewis. But all I'm saying is, he's a little bigger than me. But by NFL standards, he's not a big guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not a big guy, bro. He's a little guy. So, but he's very physical, bro. And like I said, I'm ready to say it. He should probably play some safety in some situations. I don't know, bro. He should probably play safety in some situations. He's showing very good ability to be just physical, lay the wood, bro, strip the ball. He makes TFLs. You know what I'm saying? From the corner position, like that's very it's rare. Only the best corners do that, and the best safeties. He is really. He's not the best corner we got. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We play him safety a little bit. Just because he's making he's good at tackling. He's good at tackling. I don't know, bro. I would try him out. Earl Thomas was a little safety. You know what I mean? And look at him. He was a great safety, bro. So I don't know. Earl Thomas was even like 5'9". Jordan Lewis probably got an inch on Earl Thomas, height-wise. Pause. Yeah. So, that's a winning play. All right. 5 minutes in the first quarter. We pick up 4th and 3, but take the points. I wrote down take the points right there in big letters with a lot of S's and a lot of exclamation marks. Take the points on 4th and 3. We were at, I forgot what yard line, but we were at the 30-yard line, 25-yard line. Take the points, bro. What are you doing? You got a perfect kicker at that point. You got a perfect kicker, bro. Kick the 100%. Just make it 10-0. And go give him the ball back, stop him again, then go get a touchdown, 17-0. Why are you messing with this, bro? So we pick up the 4th and 3. Then, a couple plays later, that was with 5 minutes that we picked up the 4th and 3, approximately 5 minutes. Then with approximately 3 minutes is when we get the block kick. We get the kick blocked by it. They block our kick. Take the points. Don't go for it on 4th and 3. Why are you going for it on 4th and 3 when you're up 7-0 and you're on the road? Why are you doing that, bro? That bothers me so much, and I hope we don't do that crap in the playoffs. If we do that crap in the playoffs, even at home against the Packers, we will lose. We will lose. Just take the points, bro. It's right there for you. Just take the points. Just take the points. And just because you went for it on 4th down, you converted it, then you tried to kick the field goal, that's why you got it blocked. Guarantee it. I guarantee you take those points on 4th and 3, take the points, kick the field goal, you don't get it blocked. Because you ain't forcing stuff. You're just taking what they give you. Because you forced it, you converted to 4th and 3, and you're trying to, some other stuff happens. Because you're trying to just go against the grain, bro. Just kick the field goal on 4th and 3, make it 10-0, kick the ball back to them, stop them again, get the ball back, then go score a touchdown. If you want it so bad. Don't do it on 4th and 3 from the 25-yard line or whatever. Man, come on, bro. Like, that's just the dumbest. Mike McCarthy is something else, bro. He gets on my nerves. All right? But besides that, I believe that's the last mad I'm going to get, okay? Great PBU by Clark in the end zone. That was like right after. That was like, with about 2 minutes, 3 minutes left as well. In the first quarter, it's about to end. After that, though, we allow a 3rd and 10 conversion on a screen. We need a middle linebacker next season. Hello? Something went in my eye. We need a middle linebacker next season. Need. We need a middle linebacker next season. A great middle linebacker, a good middle linebacker will read screens like there's no tomorrow. Sean Lee used to do that for us all the time. Luke Kuechly used to do that for the Panthers all the time. You know what I'm saying? Pick up a 3rd and 10. But yeah, we need a middle linebacker in this season. We also need a physical running back. And hopefully, what will change our lives next season is if we have a ball-hawking safety. Hopefully, we could find a safety in the draft, though. You know what I'm saying? In the draft. I hope we can get a safety. That's what we need, man. Physical running back, safety, middle linebacker. That's what I want for the time being, okay? That's what we need to be successful next season, okay? I know we need some other things, but those are the main things that would just, all the pieces will align with that, okay? Hopefully that's not too much to ask for, but great chase down tackle by Micah with about a minute left on 3rd and goal. He chased down Howell, their quarterback, at the goal line. That was amazing. He just showed his speed. He shows why he is the Lion, Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Chased him down. But 4th and goal, they get a rollout touchdown on 4th and goal. No urgency, lazy defense on that play. That's what I wrote down. Too easy, losing play. That's what I wrote down for that play. I just don't understand. Excuse me. Once again, they didn't overthink it. They just did an easy play. They didn't overthink it. They just did an easy play. But we fell for it. We can't be on the other end of that. If they run an easy play that everybody knows, it's in Madden playbooks since the year 1998 or whatever, when Madden, you know, you can't allow that, bro. Not if you want to be the Super Bowl champs. You can't allow that, bro. Not from a 4-13 team. What 4-13 team? Come on, bro. You can't allow that. Can't allow that. That's too easy, bro. But they make it 7-7 with 14 minutes in the second quarter. We get the ball back. 11 minutes in the second quarter. Ball gets tipped and intercepted. Holding on the defensive tackle for the Commanders was the reason. That motherfucker, okay? Held our guard so that the defensive end could stunt inside and go get the quarterback. The refs missed that. Bad. That was a bad holding, bro. I mean, Bass even try to call attention, and no ref threw a flag. No ref even saw it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that was one of the most blatant holds I've seen. It wasn't really, I mean, we couldn't see it live. I don't know if anyone caught that live, but when they showed the replay, I was just like, man, that is so obvious, bro. If you're a ref on the field, you should have seen that. Nonetheless, they got away with a holding call on that play. That's why the ball got tipped and intercepted. So that should have been a penalty on the defense. But they didn't call it, so they get the ball back. But guess what? They only get a field goal. They convert a 4th and 1 with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Then they get a field goal with 7 minutes in. And that 4th and 1, by the way, that was like another easy 4th and 1, if I remember correctly. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop the teams on 4th and 1 if we want to be a great team. We got to stop the teams on 4th and 2, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. 4th downs, period. Okay? If we want to be Super Bowl champs. Okay? We got to do that. There's no way around it. And for a while on the telecast, they were saying the Redskins have actually right here, they had said the Redskins have a better conversion rate on 4th down than on 3rd down. So why not just go for it on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal? I don't know. But they kicked the field goal. And, I mean, take the points. That's my philosophy. Take the points. All right? So they took the points. It is now 10-7 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. So now you go to 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Great running by Pollard down at the 1. That was awesome. That play, that touchdown before the half, that little drive that we had before the first half ended, was key in this game. That was a game-winning drive, bro. Basically, you know what I'm saying? That was awesome. TD by Pollard made it 14-10. That wasn't the one. Wait, that wasn't the one. We still get another shot. All right. So 14-10. That's very key though, to take the lead before the half. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't get the ball back, you would have had the lead before the half if you stopped them. You know what I mean? So very big play right there. Pollard showed great running. He showed a little resurgence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he got, I didn't even check if he got past the 1,000 yard mark this season. He needed about 70 some yards. I hope he got that. Pollard had 70 yards rushing, so he might be right on the borderline of having had 1,000 yards this season. I believe he needed 60 something. Wasn't it 60 something? I believe it was 60 something. I think he got over 1,000 yards. So if Pollard got over 1,000 yards, good for him, bro. Good for him. He deserves it. Because, But, that is with an extra game in the season. Now. Back then it used to be 16 games. Now it's 17. So he did get an extra game, and he barely got over the 1,000 yard mark if he did. So not good. But he still did it. That's what counts. So great running by Pollard down at the 1, then the TD by Pollard to follow up. He deserved it. They gave it to him. They weren't going to go anywhere else. They wanted him to get it. 14-10 with 4 minutes left in the quarter before halftime. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Fowler gets a big sack on 2nd and 4 with Micah on the sideline. Micah was on the sideline at that time. So there's no, he got the sack because Micah was getting doubled. Nope. He just got the sack. He just ripped through 2 guys, bro, and got the sack. Like, there's a guy trying to kind of chip him on the side. And he just, before they could even try, he just went through. 2nd and 4, bro. It looked like the Commanders were marching to get a touchdown at that point. So him getting that sack right there may have saved us from them scoring. Like, it really looked like they had a little momentum going on offense, at that point. Having converted a couple of 4th downs, having just came off a field goal. The last drive, it looked like they were going down to take the lead or something. You know what I'm saying? So that sack was very big, bro, by Fowler. You know what I'm saying? Damn well near a clutch sack, 2nd and 4, gets a sack, so it's now like 3rd and long. That's when Gilly got hurt. Gilmore got hurt on that play. You can only hope, bro, that is not serious. You can only hope. Well, they had said it was a dislocation. You can only hope it was just a dislocation. Nothing torn, nothing crazy. If it was just a dislocation, I believe he should be out just a week or 2. I believe. So just get better, Gilmore. We need you out there, bro. We're down Diggs, and now we can't lose you. You know what I'm saying? We need you. Hope to get him back, man. That hurts. Honestly, that hurts. Okay. But we need to just positive vibes to that. Hopefully he gets better, bro. Let's get him back. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left, D-Law with a pressure hit the arm of Howell. Hurt him a little bit too. And Wilson, talking about ball hawking safety. Wilson has now back-to-back weeks, back-to-back games with a touchdown. Back-to-back games with a touchdown. Does Donovan Wilson, bro. Winning play. D-Law with the pressure. Big play, bro. Big play. Clutch. Just to make those plays to win the game, to seal it early so that we ended up resting our starters. That's big. We ended up resting our starters. That is big too, big time, bro. So, these were the plays that, added to that. And that's great. So you always want to see your defense make plays to get your offense the ball back all the time. So hopefully we repeat that, rinse and repeat next week in Dallas versus the Packers. D-Law needs to come to play in that game too, just the way he did today. We get the ball at our own 35-yard line. Big, bro. Big. It's like a kickoff going out of bounds type field position. Awesome, bro. So, we march right down the field. Then with 23 seconds left, we waste all the clock, which is what you want to do. And we get the beautiful touchdown to CD. Beautiful drive. And on that play, wait, what did he do on that play? How did he get that touchdown? I forgot how he got that touchdown. Actually, I was about to talk about the next touchdown. That was the next touchdown. But beautiful drive capped with a CD, TD, and we're up 21-10 at halftime. Beautiful. That's what I wanted. And at this point, I'm just like, ooh, I predict 31-10. I predicted 31-10, so I might just, I might just hit the score, but unfortunately, not really. I was off by a touchdown. I was off by a touchdown. You know. Oh well. The beginning of the third quarter, there's not much for the second half, honestly. Um, these guys are always making noise when I'm on. I'm saying, man, it's just a thing. I don't know I don't know. If they're not playing basketball, they're shouting right outside my window. I don't know what the fuck. Damn, I didn't say anything. So third quarter, 8 minutes in, Dak with a Romo-esque point and throw for a touchdown. And that's when CeeDee Lamb caught the second touchdown of the game. And that's the one I was talking about. Romo-esque, bro. That looked just like the Romo touchdown to, I believe, it was Dez Bryant. When Romo was just in the pocket. A long time in the pocket, too, just like Prescott was. And pointed to the side and just threw it. And then Dez caught that. Yeah, that reminded me of that. That was awesome. Dak with Romo-esque point and throw for a touchdown to CD. Amazing play by Dak. You rarely see him just hang in the pocket like that, even though he has time. You rarely see him. When he has good protection, he'll take a little longer to throw it, but he'll get rid of it. He just doesn't have the great pocket awareness that Romo had. But, he did it on that play. That's dope. I like that. Wish he did that more often. When he has time, I wish he just stayed there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bad things can happen if you do that, though. Maybe you don't hear a guy coming and, he comes and blows your doors off. Pause. But, great play by Dak. Even better play by Lamb, to finally get open after so long. And there we go. Touchdown. We're up 28-10 now with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6 minutes in the third quarter, Micah gets a sack. The Lion eats. Big. All right. 6 minutes. Hendershot blocks the punt. So that was on that same drive. Hendershot blocks the punt. Awesome play by Hendershot. I like him, bro. I like him. We need to get him the ball a little more. You know what I'm saying? He makes plays with his legs all the time. Every time we get him the ball, we need to try to find a way to get him the ball a little more. Have 2 tight ends at a time sometimes. And just put him, just a little 5-yarder. And he'll turn it into something, bro. He's like that. So, and you saw it later in the game. And I wrote it down. So I'll get to it. Hendershot blocks the punt. So now our first penalty of the game came with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Our first penalty in the game came with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And our second came right after that. Our second penalty comes right after that. The next play. Seconds later. So, very good. See what I'm saying, man? We didn't beat ourselves. Like, when we do this, when we play like this, no one can beat us. Just play clean, bro. Play clean. You don't need a hold. Pollard's going to juke that guy. You don't need a hold. Dak is going to get rid of the ball. Dak is going to make him miss. You don't need a hold, bro. You got enough talent around you. You don't need a hold. Bro. You don't got a sitting duck back there at quarterback, bro. You got Dak Prescott. You got Dak Prescott. You don't need a hold, bro. But yeah, so our first penalty of the game. 4 minutes left. Great blitz pickup by Dowdle. And Cooks gets in the kitchen. That's what I wrote down. Cooks gets in the kitchen. The Archer scores his 8th touchdown of the season. Most since 2017 for him. So a closed mouth, remember this, guys, a closed mouth does not get fed. If he never said anything about him wanting to be a part of the offense and whatnot and just stayed quiet, he don't get fed. A closed mouth does not get fed, bro. So whenever there's something on your mind, you got to say it. At work, in your career, what have you, you got to say it. All right. So I mean, you know, Cooks and great blitz pickup by Dotto. I want to say that again. Great blitz pickup by Dotto. If you look at that replay, that dude, yeah, he picked up the blitz pretty damn good, bro. And yeah, but Cooks, man, he's came up so big for us, bro. I love, like I always say, I love his passion. I love the way he gets up and every touchdown I love that. I love that, bro. I've always wanted that on my team, and we finally got him. It just adds to the mystique and the aura. You know what I mean? I meant to say more the aura of our squad. You know, when you have the Archer on your squad, bro, like when he was with the Saints, when he was with the however many other teams he's been in, right? Like he's been in other teams as well. He was, you know, with the Patriots, whatever. He just adds to the aura of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like momentum. Like when he scores, you have everyone doing this on the sideline and going up to him and handing him an arrow so he could throw it on his arch. You know what I'm saying? On his, you know, I just love that, bro. I love that energy, bro. And you gotta have players like that with passion in your squad, bro. You know, you gotta have players like that. That's key. You know, Lamb, you know, with his little dances every now and then, and his Kleenex, you know what I'm saying? His nose wipes. You know? You gotta have that on your squad, bro. You just gotta have stuff like that on your squad that you get known for, you know? You know, Zeke when he had, you know, the eat, but that wasn't as powerful as the arch, bro. It just wasn't. Everybody would do it, but it wasn't when you scored a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really when you scored a touchdown. Throwing up the X, that was another one, right? That was a nice little one right there with Dez, you know? But I just love the energy that the Archer brings when he scores, bro. I love that. So you gotta have him score in every game in the playoffs to get that momentum, bro. Man, you got to give him the ball. He catches everything, bro. Cooks catches everything. He doesn't drop passes. It's just not his MO, bro. Just not. Bland with the INT. That was with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 35-10. All right. Then with 1 minute left in the third quarter, Bland with his 9th INT of the season leads the NFL. Like I said, the next closest has 7. He's with the Ravens, I believe. But Bland runs away with that most picks in the season title, bro. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. So I wish he would have gotten to 10. You know, I wish he would have probably broke the record for the most in the season by a Cowboy, which is like 13, I believe. I don't think. I think. Did Diggs break that the other season, or did he come a little short of it? Right? I forgot. Anyways, yeah, I wish he would have gotten, you know, probably the most picks in the season. I mean, he did have a few games that he just slid off and he just didn't catch any more picks, but they weren't really testing him like that because, you know, they stopped throwing it to his direction. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they throw it in his direction and look what happened. Another pick. So, I don't know if Jordan Love is going to want to go his way. You know, I don't know. Y'all don't got the receivers to hold up with Bland in Green Bay. So, you know, we'll see what Jordan Love does there. But going into the fourth quarter now, 9 minutes left. Aubrey misses second field goal of the game. He's now 35 for 37. Of course, the first one got blocked. This one just went off the upright. But guess what? He was still 9 for 9. All being said, he was still 9 for 9 in 50 plus situations, 50 plus yarders. That's crazy. That's insane. And by the end of the game, he went 10 for 10, 50 plus, because he kicked the 50-yard field goal. But yeah, Aubrey with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 9 minutes left in the game, misses another kick, hits the upright, doinks it, bing. 6 minutes left in the quarter, in the game. 3 sacks in a row, 1 by Armstrong and I believe 2 by Sam Williams. There's one where Howell just went down to the ground, and I think he got touched by Sam Williams. So Armstrong, then 2 by Sam Williams. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hendershot. That was 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Nice little sequence right there. You know what I'm saying? Then Hendershot, when we get the ball back, about 2 minutes left, leaps. Hendershot leaps over the defender. That was a crazy nice play. You know what I'm saying? Then 1 minute left in the game, as the announcers had called it. Do you want your kicker to kick one last field goal just to give him a little bit of head, a little bit to keep his head up going into the playoffs, get that confidence still going, And Aubrey, of course, ended up with a little situation where he had a little 50-yarder ahead of him. And he made it 10 for 10. Still perfect from 50 plus, bro. So, all things being said, Aubrey, 35 for 37. 36 for 38. My bad. 36 for 38 for the season, bro. Hats off. He had the most points by any kicker as far as well, I don't know if only the 3 points count or the extra points count too. But he had somewhere over 150 points for a kicker, and that led the NFL by a few points. He also had the most didn't write it down, but he had the most touchbacks in the league. He had about 90. The next closest was about 70 or something like that. He just ran away with the most touchbacks in the NFL, bro. Even above, second was the guy from the Ravens. Oh, man. How can I forget? The kicker from the Ravens. How could I forget the kicker from the Ravens? I can't believe I blanked out on the kicker for the Ravens. Ravens kicker. Justin Tucker, bro. Justin Tucker, man. What am I smoking? I don't know what I'm smoking. But yeah, he beat out even Justin Tucker, bro. The best kicker in the league. You know what I'm saying? Aubrey played amazing for the season. Hats off to him. Hats off to our squad. Season over. NFC's champs. Number 2 seed in the NFC. F with us, bro. F with us, bro. F with us, bro. So we get the division champs. Number 2 in the NFC. Could have been different if we had just beat those Niners. Man, would I have wished to have beat them. Unfortunately, it's not the way it turned out. And like I said, this was not going to be a long episode, and I held true to it this time. That's about all I got. Let me just get into the game stats. And I already talked about our opponent, so I don't need to go there. The player stats first, then the game stats, then I'll give away the game balls, and we are done here. All right? No need to hold. Next week, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot to say, most likely. Okay? We could get that dub. So, Dak Prescott, bro. 31 for 36. 31 for 36. He only missed on 5 throws this game. Out the roof, bro. 279 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick, which shouldn't have been a pick because the defense held. And they tipped the ball and they got the interception. Okay, but that shouldn't have been a pick. Hey, Cooper Rush went 3 for 4 for 30 yards. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to Cooper Rush coming in there and finish the game strong. Rushing, Pollard 17 rushes for 70 yards. I believe he went over that 1,000 yards for the season. 4.1 a carry, 1 touchdown. Dowdle, 9 carries for 46 yards, 5.1 a carry. CD Lamb, another ridiculous game. He just needed 2 more yards to get over the 100 yards for the game, bro. God, why does it gotta happen that way, bro? 2 more yards, bro. 13 catches, 98 yards for Lamb, 7.5 a catch. So he didn't have, his average wasn't all there. But just another ridiculous receiving game. 13 yards, almost 13 receptions, almost 100 yards, bro. 2 yards short. And 2 touchdowns. Don't forget that. Ferguson had 6 catches for 69 yards. A nice little game by him. 11.5 a grab for Ferguson. Dowdle had, 3 receptions, 54 yards, and 18.0 catch. That's nice, He had a little something there. Cooks had 6 catches for 39 yards, 6.5 a grab, and a touchdown. Hendershot had 1, that one towards the end, 1 catch with the leap, and 24 yards on that play. You know what I'm saying? So, nice little game right there. Wilson had 1 INT. 1 INT, and then Parsons had 1 sack, was credited with 1 sack. Armstrong was credited with 1 sack. Sam Williams was credited with only half a sack. Fowler was credited for 1.5 sacks. So I believe Fowler got that 1 sack when the quarterback fell down. I don't know. I guess, whoever was closest to him when they blow the ball dead, I guess, got the sack. Or something like that. I don't know I don't know. But anyways, so we're going into the team stats, right? Going into the team stats. I'm going to close this video out right here. Total yards. We had 440 total yards. They had 180. They didn't even get 200 total yards, bro. Did the Commanders. So, great defensive game. Great game all around, bro. 309 passing yards for us, 130 passing yards for them. Rushing yards. We had 131 rushing yards. They had, which is right where you want to be, over 130 rushing yards. That's where we want to be. Every game. Rushing yards for them, they had 50 rushing yards. So what they wanted to see on Undisputed, them, us hold the opponent under, 100 yards, 50. We gave them a 50 piece. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yards per play, we nearly doubled their yards per play. We had 6.4. They had 3.7 yards per play. First downs, we had 31 first downs, and they had 12. That's how you win the game, bro. Don't allow them to continue their drives. You know what I'm saying? Third down efficiency. We were outstanding. We were 6 for 10. And by the way, Jordan Love was 7 for 10 on third downs in his game versus the Bears today. He was 7 for 10 on third downs. We went 6 for 10. That's awesome. 7 for 10 is amazing. I'll just let you know, bro. Whoa, third down efficiency, 6 for 10. Of course, the Bears are a bad team. The Bears are a bad team. But nonetheless, we went 6 for 10 on third downs. That is awesome, guys. And then we held them to 2 for 10. 20%. We went 60%. They went 20%. Like I said, that wins. Third down efficiency wins ball games, bro. So does first downs. Fourth down efficiency, we were 1 for 1, which we shouldn't have gone for. And I don't know why we did. 3 for 4 for them on fourth down. So they did pretty damn good on fourth down. But hey, third down efficiency, 2 for 10. I ain't gonna win you much ball games, man. Many ball games. Total plays, we had 69. They had 49, so we had way more to work with. And of course, it shows on the scoreboard. Sacks allowed, we allowed 0 sacks of Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush. They allowed 4, so we had 4 sacks. Punts, we had 0. They had 2. Penalties and penalty yards, we had 2 penalties for 20 yards, bro. 2 penalties for 20 yards. They had 4 penalties for 39 yards. And it could also be that these refs were just not calling they weren't calling a lot of penalties, so they should have had another penalty and it would have negated an interception for Dak Prescott. Just saying. That should have been 5 penalties for 49 yards. That should have been 5 penalties for 49 yards and no interceptions for them. Fumbles lost. We lost 0. They lost 1. Interceptions thrown. We should have had 0, but we had 1. And they threw 2. And now for like one of my favorite stats, we had time of possession. We had 33 minutes and 55 seconds. They had 26 minutes and 5 seconds. And that does it for this episode of DBFT. Like, comment, subscribe if you F with me, guys. I appreciate y'all. Ring the notification bell, please. It helps a lot. Helps a lot. Okay? Now, for my game balls. All right? Game balls. Here we go. Our last ones of the season. Here we go. Dak Prescott. I forgot to build it up first. Dak Prescott gets his 6th game ball of the season. He balled out, bro. 31. What did I say? 31 for 36. That is insane. Okay, that's insane. That's insane. His 6th game ball of the season. Props to Dak. He came to play along with the rest of our squad, and we showed it. No penalties, 1 turnover, and no sacks, and some takeaways. You know what I'm saying? That's how you play the game. For his 2nd game ball of the season, and also his 2nd in a row on defense, Donovan Wilson gets his 2nd game ball of the season. Okay, some stuff is coming out of here, but I don't know what that is. Came out of the... Anyways, 2nd game ball of the season for Donovan Wilson, man. That does it for the season, the regular season. We are now in the playoffs, and these are my playoff beads. In case you don't know, now these are my... Should they be my playoff beads? They should be my playoff beads. I was gonna say the NFC champion beads, but the division champ beads, But nonetheless, man, I will see y'all next week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell, please. It helps a lot. I need more subscribers, guys. I'm trying to reach that 20 mark. Please, I need 1 more. Do it. Sub. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, and see you next week, 1 to 3 hours after the Cowboys game. And I'll break it down for you just like I did this one. Hopefully y'all like it, and if you don't, just leave it in the comments what I could do better, to be a better podcast. Just leave it in the comments. And I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all next week, hopefully after a home playoff win. As till then, we them boys. How about them Cowboys? And see you next week, guys.